right, what up, people? What's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Make sure the shit is working right, and all that other good stuff. Yeah, man. So what's going on, people? What up, Night Zoom Flight? What's going on, Skell? What's going on? Kenwood Drive, what's poppin', my dude? Yeah, man. So first things first, let's get all this out the way. How to have sex with 2 women a day. Ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Get it. If you don't have it, you're slipping. All of you should have this book. If you do not have it, you're slipping. Yeah, man. AJ, what's going on? Active. What's popping? Rob Cruz, what's up? Was that The Is Man? What's going on? Tony Brown, Albert, what's going on, yo? So, Rob Cruz, you like the show me and Steve did earlier? Yeah, I gotta post that. I gotta post that on my page in a minute. Wrestling is my life. What's good? So today I wanted to talk about, you know, how you guys should not get fooled by these women. All right, don't get fooled by these women. All right, what I mean is, you know, women will, and I've talked about this before, and I want to go more into it, how women will manipulate you if you're naive. But before I get into all of that, shout out to all the people who joined the membership in the past day or two for, you know, so that you can get the Truth About the Game seminar. I put up a clip earlier. And this is also, too, kind of like why I wanted to talk about this topic, too, about women fooling you, because it kind of goes with that clip or whatever. But shout out to all the people who joined the membership. So if you want to watch the Truth About the Game seminar, you have to either join the Bad Boy membership or go to MrLocario.com. I have the link, you know, below. So you can, you know, get just the seminar if you just want to watch the seminar. But the seminar is off the hook. The shit that I'm talking about in there, and, you know, the game is heavy. We got Miles Cunningham in there dropping some heavy game. We got Amina Zena on it. So it's a dope seminar. You guys need to definitely get on top of that, because summer's coming. It's getting hot outside. You want to be on top of your game. You understand? So make sure you guys, you know, get that, because I save the best shit for my seminars, for the Bad Boy memberships, for my products. So this is why you need to make sure you get that. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta go get that stuff, right? So yeah, so make sure you guys go get the Truth About the Game seminar. Now, what I wanted to talk about is, you know, women basically fooling a lot of dudes out here. African Scientist was good, bro. Death Row Camp was popping. But what I want to talk about is, you know, guys getting fooled when it comes to interacting with women. And what I mean is, women, what they're doing is that they're always looking to see how naive you are. Okay? They're always testing you to see how naive you are. You understand? And so, if a woman can, if she realizes that you're extremely naive, then it's, you know, it's easy for her to play games with you. It's so easy. And so a lot of guys have these different thoughts when it comes to dealing with women, based off of what they heard from their moms, their sisters, their aunts, their friends who are women. You hear a lot of stuff because women like to spread around the bullshit. You understand? They like to spread around the lies that they're this way or that way. Now, the thing is, some of it is, you know, it's spread around like that because in society, women want to basically be seen a certain way. So women, a lot of women, they don't want to seem like, you know, well, most women don't want to seem like sluts or thoughts or whatever. Most women don't ever want to seem like they're doing anything wrong. They want to seem like as if they are, you know, upstanding citizens all the time. They want to seem like they're you know, they're always, you know, just in a very like moral type of energy. But what you got to understand is that women will manipulate a lot. Women will lie a lot. Women will pretend to be certain ways that they're not. And the thing is, what happens, you got to understand, is this. Women are going to act different based off of who they're dealing with. So a woman is going to act differently in some cases if she's dealing with me versus if she's dealing with you. You understand? But it also comes down to the type of guy she's dealing with. So women are going to basically treat certain types of guys different than they're going to treat other types of guys. And now this isn't anything that's, there's not anything wrong with that, but what you got to understand is that's how it is. You understand? So the thing is, if you know that women are going to be like this, and you know that women are going to act a certain way, you have to say to yourself, what do I want within the situation I'm dealing with? What do I want with this woman? What am I trying to do? Am I trying to smash? What I'm trying to do? I'm trying to, like see her. What am I trying to do with this girl? So if you know you want to smash and a chick is saying to you, oh, well, I don't do that type of stuff. I like to get to know a guy, yada, yada, yada. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Because that same girl who says that had a one-night stand with somebody. The same girl who says that, at some point didn't have to get to know a guy. You feel what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to take calls in a second. But it's chicks will do this type of stuff. So this is why I be telling you guys, you have to be on top of your shit. You have to know that these women will do this stuff. You understand? Like, I've been in rooms with women, fucking them, while they're on the phone with their boyfriends. You understand? I've fucked with chicks who some of my other friends tried to fuck with, and the chick will say to my friend, oh, I don't get down that way, I don't do this, I don't do that, and then she'll do all the shit she says she don't do with me. And vice versa. I've been in situations before where, I'm talking to a girl or whatever, and she's like, oh, yeah, I don't do that, I don't do this, I don't do that. And then one of my boys knows her, and he's letting me know all the dirt. And I'm like, okay, all right. So, she's telling me one thing and she's doing another thing, and then these women will tell you one thing and then do another thing. So what's the point of all this? The point is for you to figure out what you want, and if the girl's not giving it to you, do not fall for the bullshit and try to, like, let's say, for example, you trying to hook up with a chick, and she's like, oh, well, I don't know, I don't do that type of stuff, I got to get to know yada, yada. Okay, fine, cool, yeah, okay, I got you, and then you just keep that shit pushing. Or you tell her, hey, listen, holler back at me when you ready to fuck, because I know you're bullshitting. So the thing is, when you let them know, hey, listen, I know you bullshitting, usually that's when the bullshitting stops. Either that moment or sometime later on down the line. Because she knows she can't manipulate you. Because she knows that you don't fall for the okie doke. You see what I'm saying? It's really like, it's really simple. But you got to be the guy who says to her, listen, I'm not going to be the one who's going to get caught up with your bullshit. It's that simple. As soon as a chick says, let's say, for example, she's like, oh, I want to get to know you a little more. And you're like, okay, let's do that. You're done. You are fucking done. She got you. You understand? At this point, she knows she can manipulate you. It's really that simple. This is why sometimes you're going to have to soft charge some of these girls. Because I had a few girls that did that type of shit where they tell me, oh, because I'm like, look, I'm trying to smash. They're like, oh, I don't know, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, cool. Do you. But listen, here's my number. Holler at me when you want to smash. And I had a few of them who holler back at me. Either it'll be like in a week, sometimes it'll be a few months just down the line. I'll forget about them. And I get a call or a text and they be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then they'll hit me up. It'll be the times where they're actually, they're horny at the time. So they're like, who can I call? Oh, how about that guy who said he just wanted to fuck? What up, the Alpha? What's going on? How about it be that guy that I want to fuck? Or who wants to fuck? Simple. You just have to be that dude who is the guy that's trying to fuck her. And let her know that you are the guy who just wants to fuck. So when she's ready to fuck, she can call you. Even tell her that. Listen, here's my number. When you ready to fuck, call me. That's it. You feel me? All right, let me give out the number. So, yeah, Infinitism, you guys can call up 646-481-3901. You know, my Skype was acting funny the other day, too. So, you know, if the calls cut off or something crazy goes down, you know, with these calls, just know it's Skype doing that bullshit. Let me try to see what's popping. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Mr. Locario, what's going on, man?
What up?
Yeah. Hey, I got 2 questions, man.
All right.
Hey, I was listening to your podcast last night. It's called The Bad Boy Mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I tried that mindset for a minute, and it kind of helps me.
Right.
For some reason, it helps me because you had a mindset called "I love women," and I use that. So every time I talk to women, I had that feeling, you know. It's like it actually helps because, but at the same time, if you had that confidence within you, and you had that same mindset at the same time, it actually works.
Right? Yeah, definitely. So because this is the thing that guys gotta understand. If you're dealing with, because this is what happens. A lot of guys, they have a very negative, very bitter energy towards women, and so when you have that energy, it's hard to attract women with that energy. Because I know there's certain things chicks will do that'll piss you off. You know, it'll annoy you. We understand that, but you have to chalk that up and understand that you're dealing with females. So understanding that, when you understand it, you take away the anger and the bitterness that sort of subsides, and then you look at just the positive shit. So then the positive shit gives you the motivation to keep going, keep talking to them, interacting with them, and make it happen. You know what I mean?
Right. Because what happened was, like, but you have to be confident when you have those same mindsets, the bad boy mindsets you was talking about. You have to have confidence at the same time so you could be able to make your move and approach.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Real shit. And
yeah, but,
now go ahead. What you was gonna say?
My neck wasn't no quote. It had 2 things I wanted to say. Like, cause I remember I was in Jocko one time, and I was telling this dude. He was telling me that he had a crush on this girl, and I was telling him, man, you can't go by a crush, man, because if you go by a crush, next thing you know, you're gonna start sipping and brown nosing, and you definitely don't want to do that when it comes to a woman.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because the thing is, first of all, when you talking about a crush, that sounds like some high school shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
right, but you know, all it
is.
He
was kind of young though. He kind of young though. He was kind of young.
Okay, so that makes sense a little bit in that regard. But
yeah, he was 16.
Right, but yeah, that's it's true what you're saying, that if you have that mindset, you probably might start simping. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand the actual dynamics that's going on in the situation. So I tell cats, look, man, you know, if you know you're feeling a girl, that's cool and all of that, but you need to be able to know how to approach it in a way where you're not losing yourself in the process. Because a lot of times guys let their emotions cloud their game. You see what I'm saying? And then so therefore
right,
shit don't really go the way it needs to go. You feel me?
Yeah, because what I just learned that, see, when you dealing with a woman, you have to be willing to walk away from the interaction one point in time. So as long as you willing to walk away from the situation and let the girl know, hey, look, even though I had a crush on you and everything, but I'm not finna start sipping.
Exactly.
So I'm not finna, yeah.
Nah, real talk. Nah, real shit. That's how you got to do it, and that's how you keep the girls interested when you're able to interact with them, be interested in them, and do all the other stuff, but at the same time, not going overboard to the fact of or to where you're simping and you're doing a whole bunch of shit out of character, and that's gonna make you really lose respect. You know, she's gonna lose respect for you, and then you're gonna eventually lose the chick. You feel me?
Yeah, because I feel like, because my brother told me one time, hey, look, the way you can get over that is just holler at another girl.
Real talk. Real shit.
Yeah, just holler at another girl because you never know. And then, see, you might be feeling this girl, but guess what? You might end up coming across a girl that's way better than that girl you had a crush on. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's plenty of women out here.
Exactly. Real shit, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my dude. I got a few more people trying to get up in here, but yeah, thanks for the call, man. All right?
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that's why you guys got to get on that bad boy membership. That's what Ronnie was talking about. The bad boy mindset is on there, so you can definitely step that up. All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Locario? I was actually in a chat. I have a couple quick questions.
All right, wait, who's this? What's his name?
Azrael.
All right, what's poppin' with you, bro? All right.
So, like, for me personally, I don't have an issue, like, picking up chicks, but here's my thing, right? So I'm always grinding. I'm always on my, like, shit. So I'm always trying to hustle. I'm trying to do things, like, I'll have, like, 2 jobs, and I'm, like, working out and going to school at the same time, right? So, like, what happens is sometimes, low-key, like, I'll be working from, like, doing like 12-hour shifts, right? But I'll be talking to girls on the train, talking to girls like anywhere. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But my thing is, like, sometimes I'll get the number, right? And I'm just like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'll be tired, so I don't hit them back up until like a week later. So my thing is, what was I gonna say? Like, my thing is, like, when I get the number, is it an issue? Whereas, because I know you said, because I've listened to most of your videos, is it an issue to them, because they say always try to text them in like the next 48 hours. But I feel like if I explain my situation, not necessarily explain my situation without giving them any validation, but if I have a sincere reason as to why I ain't hit them up, you think I should explain myself or just keep it cool?
Nah, you ain't gotta explain shit. But this is what I would say to you: start giving the chicks your numbers, so you don't have to worry about none of that shit. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So all you really need to do, like, instead of taking their numbers, say, listen, yo, here's my number. Call me tomorrow, or call me, whenever you could speak to her or talk to her, whatever. Be like, yo, here's my number. Hit me up at this time, so that what happens is the girls that do hit you up, right? At least those girls have some sort of interest in you. Now that you know that they have some sort of interest in you, then you just set up when you're going to see them around your schedule. Because like you said, you're real busy. You got, your jobs and all that. So when you know that you off, so let's say, for example, you meet a chick today and then you say, yo, here's my number, hit me up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock and send me a text or whatever. So let's say,
I just did that for a chick that lives in my building too.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So then when she hits you up, then you say, oh, what's good though? Listen, I'm going to be free this day. Let's meet up at this time. You know what I mean? And then that's it. That's really all you got to do. Because now go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, like, this. I appreciate you taking the call, but let me explain. Like, it's funny because it's not like you scared of them, but like, let's say because you on your grind, right? You doing your thing. So like, it'll be times, I hate to say it, like, I'll be busy and then it'll be like I'll get girls' numbers at the gym, and so like I'll be feeling bad. Like one time I got a girl's number and then I saw like the next day, but like I go to the gym late, so like when she saw me, she's like staring at me like, damn, why you ain't even call back? It was like 2 or 3 days later. So like I'll be picking up chicks' numbers, or I'll give them my number, they'll call me, and then sometimes I'm like, oh damn, I feel bad. Not to say I'm cupcaking, but like I'd be like, oh damn, like I'm gonna go to the other gym because if I see him again, they gonna feel tight. Like I'm like, oh, we're like you trying to like screw him over.
Nah, well, the thing is, don't worry about none of that. What you need to do though is what you want to do is you just want to be more on point, with what you're doing with these women. So like, even if let's say you give a chick your number and then she hits you up, or you take a girl number and you don't hit her up, whatever it is, and let's say the girl sees you run into the girl again. Let's say y'all at the same gym or whatever, and she's like, let's say she does come up to you and is like, hey, what's up? How come you ain't call me? Whatever. Like, yo, I've been busy, but listen, let's do this on this day. This is why you got to be on point, knowing what your schedule is, what's happening in your situation, so that you can fit them in your situation. So you won't even have to worry about none of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because you want to always be able to be on point with creating those situations where things can actually happen with the women. Because if you don't, all that's going to happen is you're going to get a whole bunch of numbers, or you're going to give your girls a whole bunch of numbers, and nothing's ever going to happen because you're not really scheduling your shit. You're not managing your shit correctly. You see what I'm saying?
That's my thing. It gets so bad, like, and to me, it's like I said, it's not a problem. My time management has to be a little bit better.
Yeah.
It used to get bad, like, I'll be talking to girls on the phone and I get their names mixed up.
See, it's crazy, but the thing is, at least you don't have a problem getting them, as far as like communicating with them, getting numbers, exchange numbers, whatever. You just need to be able to go from that to actually setting up shit to meet up with them. You see what I'm saying? And so you just want to keep it as simple as possible by letting the girl know, hey, listen, here's my number, hit me up this day. She hits you up, set up the date. Y'all go hang out and you hook up, and that's it. And then you just keep rotating that same situation. You know what I mean? So like, even for example, for myself, like, I got a wife, I got a girl, and I run my own business. So I already know which days and times that I absolutely can't fuck with no chick. You feel what I'm saying? So if I meet a chick, she, I say, hey, look, I got this time and this time open. You know what I'm saying? Or I tell her even one time, I say, I got this time open. You free? Let's make something happen. And so I already know off the cuff. So when I give a girl my number, she hits me and she calls me or she texts me, I just straight up and say, hey, what's up? Listen, what you doing this time at this date? Like, just straight off. Ain't no thinking about it, no nothing. You know what I mean? It's just I already know. So that's what I'm saying. You got to get more on point with your schedule. And of course, shit's going to like, switch around here and there, sometimes. But I know.
Plus it's finals week, so you got to understand, like, I can't be all on them. You feel me?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, and that's what I'm saying. That's something you have to communicate to them. Be like, listen, because even let's say, because this is what you got to do. When you first get at them, right? Let's say you get her number, or she gives you, or you give her your number, or whatever. You want to contact them as soon as possible, right? And you want them to contact you as soon as possible. Now, once they contact you, that's when you set the date. Now, let's say you meet the chick, but let's say you literally can't see her for another like week and a half, 2 weeks, right? You tell her, hey, listen, I got these finals coming up, I got this coming up, but I really want to see you, so let's plan to meet this day. You pick a day and you tell her this is the day. Put it in your calendar. We're gonna meet that day. As the day is approaching, you hit her up and say, yo, listen, we still on for that day. Let's make it happen. And then, you keep that shit pushing. So that's the thing. You got to just be good at closing those deals, which it seems like you're good at, but also managing how you're going to, get the shit going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically say I have to have, like, instead of a Rolodex, I have to have, like, a Holodex or something.
Exactly. You got to. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to do that shit, man. Because if you want...
I just want to say, like, because I don't know if you know, like, this dude on YouTube. I mean, I know he's like serious and he joked a little bit, but like Sinful P, and he was into like the pimp and stuff. But like people have their sayings about like pimps, but like you gotta give them credit because they know how to manage women better than like anybody. So like they able to run like empires to a degree. So I gotta give them much credit, much props to that. Because for me, like it'd be too much because like I could talk to like 3 or 4 girls a day and just get their number, and then it'd be so much woman to deal with.
Yeah, it's true, and that's why you gotta get really good with managing your time, and also too, what you want to do is you want to start only fucking with chicks who you feel are the top quality chicks. You see what I'm saying? Because then that's going to narrow your numbers down, and then actually you're going to have better situations to deal with. So a lot of times when guys start out, they it's like, yeah, I'll talk to whoever and I'll see what's popping. But since you know how to talk to these chicks and make it happen, focus a little bit more on the better quality chicks, and then have those chicks try to get those chicks on your team. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. You're right. But here's the thing, right? So I know people gonna clown me in the chat room, but like you feel me? Like, well, here's the thing. My parents are leaving in like May. So I'm gonna have the crib to myself for like a whole month, and I'm trying to have a roster. You feel me? So, what you're saying is good, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just be rotating for like the next couple of months.
Yeah,
so I'm more so quantity over quality right now for like the next couple of months, and then I'll get to the quality over quantity.
All right, well, you gotta just make sure either way you know how to manage the joints. That's all it is. So management is the key. Period. You feel me?
True. Oh, another thing. I'm gonna call in more often, but I just want to say this last thing. Like, before, like maybe a couple months ago, I was 50-50 on the looks thing. But then, like, I'm more so 75-80%. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more 75-80% towards your side in terms of the looks, cause I'll be honest. Like, I'm a fly dude. I feel like I'm a 9 on my worst days. Like, that's how I feel about myself. And I went to a bar one day, like, I went to, talk to this girl or whatnot. And when I went, asked her name and whatnot, she was just staring at me. And while I was shaking her hand, I was holding her hand, right? So, like, she was like, well, I'm sorry. I just want to tell you, like, I only date white guys. Mind you, this is a black chick.
Right.
But she was like, you're still handsome, though. She's like, you're very handsome, though.
Right.
And she wasn't just saying that to, like, get out my face, because we were talking for a minute. And she was just staring at me, she was choosing up hard. But it was for the mere fact, like, you could be considered one of the like best looking dudes, but you just might not be like her type.
Right. That's exactly. That's dude. Because I've been going through that shit also. Because that's what I'm saying. When I talk this stuff, I'm talking not only from my experience, but also other dudes that I roll with and all this other shit. Chicks do that shit all the time. It's like I'll get a chick. This happened like a few weeks ago. I was out at a spot talking to this girl, whatever, and she's like, "Oh, you're real cute and this and that. And your skin is so chocolatey, all this other stuff." But then we didn't get together. Nothing happened. We ain't fucked. Nothing, like nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so my thing is, are you getting to the pussy? That's the important part. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a...
just tell any guy, and I know, what's his name, LMS, and the other Yoda dude might be listening. Like, for anybody I believe in that, once you understand how to, I hate to say it, but in order to, like, alter or manipulate a woman's feelings, that's all that really matters. And, like, I would say that, maintaining a masculine frame and just being confident, like, I would say for anybody, if you have problems with confidence, like I listened to your podcast, but I believe if you work out and if you pick up a sport or something, because when you play a sport or something like that, then you feel like, okay, I could dominate, I could do this. Then you have that alpha mentality, like I can do whatever, I can cross this dude,
Right.
Like if you play basketball, for example. But another thing I want to tell people is another example why, like I think. Because men are always going to be visual, so we're going to interpret things from a man's standpoint, not from a woman's standpoint.
Right.
But, like, I'll give them another example.
You still there?
And,
okay, I thought you
coming off.
Go ahead. What you saying? No, I thought you cut out. Go ahead.
Yeah, like, we come off the train, and I'm talking to, she's blushing hard, like, looked like somebody smacked her or something like that. Like, she was blushing real hard, OD. And, like, when I was talking to her, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm like, oh, let me give you my number. She's like, oh, I can't. But, like, throughout the whole time, like, she was just staring at me before. So I was like, you know what? She come off the same stop as me. Let me talk to her. And, like, she was red. Like, I don't know what it was. And then, as I come to think about it, you always say, some girls would be like, nah, this dude is fly as fuck. Like, I don't think I can mess with him.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that happens all the time, B. Like, and that's what cats don't understand. Like, they don't understand the thought process of women. Dude, women be all over the place with the fucking crazy shit, because I coach women also, you understand? And so I've had women who, you know, I mean, like it was just a friend I was talking to. She was showing me her Tinder shit, and she matched with this dude who was basically, he looked like one of the male model motherfuckers. Like he had the 6-pack, he had, you know, the chiseled face, 6'3", all this other shit, and the dude was trying to meet up with her, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't think I should see him," and she never met up with the guy. You feel what I'm saying? So him being that good looking, what did it really get him? Nothing. You see what I'm saying with that particular girl? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's always that balance with everything. Now, this is not to say if you're good looking, because chicks will check you out, and I know you're sure you understand this, where if a chick will check you out, should think you're cute.
They look down at their feet. Like, what the fuck are you looking down?
Right. And sometimes the chick will get with you because she's attracted to you physically. But what I'm telling motherfuckers too is that on the flip side, it's not just about that, and that's what dudes gotta really understand. But most guys don't get that unless they're actually out in the real world. Because a lot of these cats on the internet, they're just on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? So they don't understand having an actual or having actual you know, situations with women on a continuous basis. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. You know what I mean?
There's a couple last words I want to say. Anybody that complains about women, if you don't talk to at least 5 women a day, you cannot make no excuse. Like, I don't want to hear it. Like, you have to at least talk to 5 women a day.
Right.
It don't even have to be you getting that number. Just be comfortable with talking to 5 women a day. And then you won't even think about none of that MGTOW stuff.
Right,
you know, that other crap.
Exactly.
And I was going to say this, with other dudes, especially if they live in New York or whatnot, because what I'm going to do, as soon as because I'm working on myself and, you know, physically or whatnot, I'm going to start going early in the morning, going, like, take bicycle rides, and see whoever is up in the park and just trying to holler at chicks there. Right. And it'll be like, I'm on purpose because I'm working out and I'm still, you know, catching numbers.
Right, so right. Real
shit, you gotta have, like, double mentality. But, yeah, that's all. Oh, another thing. This is my last thing.
Damn, you got a lot of questions,
guys,
bro.
the only thing, the difference between, because I listen to all your stuff heavy. You, Rom, and like Alpha, like I listen to all your stuff heavy. The only difference, I mean, the biggest difference between you and a girl, you don't even realize, like, the confidence, like, they are the most insecure, like, people on earth. Like, the littlest things will just make them, you could, like, I remember one time you said something about, like, when a girl, like, was trying to, like, reject you, and you were like, when she was like, no, when you went on the train and you told her no, when she said no, when you asked her what the book was.
Right.
And then you were like, basically, oh, you know, I think it was either that one or another situation where you told the girl, well, I don't think you're really my type. You were like, I really like sexy women. Right. And they were looking for your validation hard, like, oh my God, what do you mean?
Right,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Like, I've done that before, and I feel like I'm feeling like Mr. Burns in my mind, like, excellent, like, they you know, they can't contain themselves. They're so insecure. So my thing is, I always follow this advice. Like, it's gonna sound weird, but you got to think of yourself. If you're a man, in the Bible it says you made in the image of God. Like I always say, a woman is just my rib. So she's just maybe a quarter of me. She's not the full me. Like, she can never be on my level. So I can't be necessarily fit for her.
Man, that's some real shit, yo. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my dude.
Thank you.
You feel me? I'm
gonna
holler at you, man.
Definitely. Thanks again.
Keep doing your thing, man.
All right, thank you.
Peace. Man, that's some shit, man. I'm telling you guys, man. A lot of y'all I'm telling you, if you get out in the real world, you guys will see. Well, let me see, who else is this? Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Mr. Locario?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's John.
John, all right, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, I got some cards with my name on it and my number on it.
Right.
And so, like, do I even have to talk to a girl, or can I just, like, see a girl I find attractive and just, like, hand it to her and just, like, walk away? For real though.
No,
like,
wait. Let me. Okay, hold on. Okay, what's on your card?
Well, first of all, it's kind of like a fancy. It's just a black card with like yellow stripes. It's like a I'd say like an elegant look, and it just says my first name and my last and then under that is just my phone number. That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's my first name, the last initial of my phone number. Yeah.
All right. So listen. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do for work?
Well, I'm a musician.
Okay.
That's all I do. Just work on music all day.
All right. So what I would suggest you to do is have the thing you do on your card. Put that, musician or whatever it is. Put that should be on your cards too. But the thing is, you have to go and still talk to her because you have to give her instructions. You understand that?
You have to give her instructions.
Yes.
Said?
So you can't just walk up to the girl, hand her your card, and walk away because she doesn't know what that's about. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she don't know that you want her to call her to call. She doesn't know that you want her to call. She doesn't know that because you ain't say shit. You just gave her a card. She's like, "What is this?
Obvious,
what is this
right?
for?"
I mean, like,
what happened?
Isn't it like kind of obvious? Like, if a guy just like gives you a card that like they want you to call him.
No. What if you giving out your card because you trying to sell me something? I don't know. You might. I'm thinking you're a businessman. You giving me a business card. So what do you want from me? You see what I'm saying? That's why you got to talk.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I just go up to somebody and give them, because remember the cards are basically business shit. Usually that's what they call it business cards. Usually, you know what I'm saying? Because it's for business. It's like this is what the card is for. So what it is that when you have a card with your name, your number, and the thing you do, right? What it's doing is it's saying, listen, I'm a busy guy. I'm a busy musician. This is what I do. I'm giving you my card, right, to let you know I want you to hit me up so we could get together and make something happen. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that you're not just having the card specifically for the girls. You see what I'm saying? The girl is supposed to know almost she's secondary to that. You see what I'm saying? It's like almost like it just happened. Like, yeah, I'm walking, I'm chilling, I'm doing my thing. Oh, what's up? How you doing? Where you from? Oh, my name is so and so. Hey, listen, I'm gonna need you to call me. Here's my card. You understand? So you're giving her instructions. Hit me up tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So you gotta say something. You don't just give the girl a card and walk away. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, like I don't know what to put on the card because like I'm a musician. Like I sing, I rap, I make beats.
Yeah, just put musician. That's it. Put musician. Put your name, number, musician. That's it. You see what I'm saying? That's all you need to do. It don't gotta be anything like too crazy. But what I'm saying is when you give the girl your card, you have to have a conversation with her. You have to talk to her. Hey, miss, how you doing? What's going on? What's your name? Oh, Stacy. Nice to meet you, Stacy. My name's Locario. Listen, I'm actually on my way to handle some business, but, I saw you from across the street, and I want to give you my card. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to give me a call tomorrow at, 8 o'clock so we could, set something up so me and you could get together and get a drink sometime. That's it.
Okay.
That's what you got to do.
I have, I'm not trying to show off or anything, but, I live, in a mansion myself, and, because how can I use that to my benefit, Because I'm sure I can exploit that somehow.
Wait, hold up. So you say you live in a mansion?
Yeah.
So is this your own place?
Yes, my house, yeah.
It's your house. So you live, and where do you live at?
I live in Texas.
Texas. So you live in Texas, and you in a mansion. Are you on the Bad Boy membership?
No, I'm not.
Bruh, listen. If you live in a mansion and you're not on a Bad Boy membership, so because I'm assuming you got money if you're living in a mansion, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so all the stuff you're asking me, all the questions you're asking me, is on the Bad Boy membership and even more stuff. So you need to be on that ASAP.
Well, I'm gonna get it. How much does it cost? I'm gonna get it.
Go get it. It's $97 a month. Go to badboymembership.com. But anyway, so what I would say to you is, because you're asking, can you use the mansion to your advantage? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can. But what I would suggest you do is you bring chicks to your spot, but don't necessarily tell them you got the mansion. Just tell them, yo, we're going to go back to my place, and then let them see the mansion. You see what I'm saying? If that's in case what you got.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Because this is the thing you got to understand about, see, this is the problem with a lot of guys. A lot of guys think because they got fancy shit like mansions, cars, houses, all that other shit, they think that that's the thing that's going to get them the girl. What you got to understand is this. You have to be able to use those things, right? In order, in conjunction with whatever else you're doing. So it's not, you don't just go up to some chick and say, hey girl, I got a mansion, come fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you could if you're doing that just on some joking shit or whatever and use that as part of the game. But what I'm saying is that you actually have to use what you have in conjunction with your game. This is what I was saying with the cards. You don't just go up to a girl and give her a card. You got to give her the card, but also talk. You see what I'm saying? You don't just, go around with pictures of your mansion and handing the pictures out to the girl saying, hey, look what I got a mansion. You talk to the girls, interact with them, say, hey, listen, we should go back to my place. She comes to your place, she's like, oh shit, this is fucking crazy. You understand? And then you use that to your advantage. You know, it's like that shit's not a big deal to you. She makes it a big deal through how you're interacting with her. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to use your mansion in the way where you're trying to show off, then it comes off corny and it comes off like you're trying to use that to get her. Versus if you just chill like, hey, yo, listen, let's go take this back to my place. She's like, okay, cool. You go back to your place. She's like, oh my God, you live here? Yeah, it's a little something I have. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different vibe. And then so you use that to your advantage in that way. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because I've had like a girl come over before. I've lived there for like a couple of years, and I've only had one girl come over because I've just not been good with women. And
that's what I'm saying. You got to step the game up, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and nothing even like really happened. Like so, the mansion to the people listening, like you can have millions of dollars for a mansion or a Ferrari, but if you don't have like game, quote unquote game, like it doesn't really matter. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's why you do it. I'm telling you, you got to step up that game. Go right after you get off the phone with me. I need you to go to badboymembership.com, get yourself that membership, and start listening to that shit today. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to get it. I don't think I'm going to get it today, but I'm going to definitely get it sometime.
Get it as soon as possible. That's what I'm saying. Because all the stuff that you need to know is on there. See, all the free stuff that you see in these videos I do on YouTube, that's just like a smidget. That's like 5% of the shit that I teach. You see what I'm saying? All the other 95% is on the Bad Boy membership and in these books and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like a good investment.
That's what I'm saying. So definitely get that shit popping, all right?
Hey, can I have one last question?
All right, go ahead real quick.
Okay, it's not a question. It's just kind of a question/statement. So one time, it was like, right now I'm 27. It was like 3 years ago. I was at a club, and some random girl always standing in the middle of the club, and some random girl walked up to me and said, "You're so damn sexy." And then she was like, "Take me home and fuck me." So like, she literally came up to me and told me that, and I just took her home and had sex. But that's only happened to me once in my life. So does that mean like? And then I had another girl tell me before, like I was walking down the street, she just yelled at me. She's like, "You should be a model. You're so handsome." So like, does that mean I'm a good-looking guy, or like just for those girls, or like?
I mean, well, to those girls, maybe, yeah. It could have been to those girls. They liked the way you look, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? They was attracted to you physically. You know what I'm saying? But also, too, most girls aren't as that forward. So other girls could have been thinking that, but didn't say anything. And this is why you got to learn how to approach girls and talk to them, because most girls aren't going to be that fucking upfront. You feel me?
Right, okay. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. I'm out at you, man. Get that membership, bro. All right?
I will. All right.
Yeah. See, I be trying to tell you cats, man, you got to get that membership. I don't just be saying the shit just to, you know what I mean? Like, because I get this all the time. I get emails from cats and they like, yo, how, what's up with this? What's up with that? I'm like, dude, everything you're asking me is on the membership. Everything. You feel me? Hold on, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on?
What's good with you? This is Infinite Ism out of Oakland.
What up, bruh?
Hey, man, I'm out here chilling, man. I seen that you was doing the show early
man.
today. I was like, man, I'm calling to see what's good.
All right. So what's going on with you?
Hey, man, I wanted to talk about this topic, man, and it's funny because I was talking to my partner this weekend, and he was talking about how, like, man, females are stupid. They're stupid. Like, he kept, kept saying that or whatever. And I'm like, nah, man, like, look, because you can't let these, you just fool you. Like, they know what the fuck they doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're somewhat delusional. You know what I'm saying? They're a little crazy as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I was trying to let them know, like, hey, man, like, they know what they doing. When they flaking or when they doing this, like, when they just over here playing games and trying to act like they ain't trying to fuck with you or they just trying to fuck with you. A lot of dudes have this, like, idea that women are very innocent and they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And I was just trying to let them know, like, hey, the average female, especially if she looks good, she has way more experience than the average dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know what
real
I'm saying?
shit.
So she knows what the fuck she's doing in that situation. Like, there's been times where, let's say if I brought a girl over or whatever, and let's say she's a 5 or a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was just trying to fucking just keep her moving.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll be like, hey, could you eat me out or whatever? Eat this pussy. Now, I love to eat pussy, right?
Right.
I love to eat pussy.
Right.
But I wasn't going to eat her out. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
my natural reaction is like, oh, no, I'm cool. But in her eyes, she's probably thinking, like, he don't eat pussy.
Mm-hmm.
But little does she know, like, I eat pussy. You feel me?
Right,
That's
right.
What I do. I was just not going to eat her pussy.
Exactly.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing when it comes to these bitches. It's like, you times when you trying to fuck them on the first night, and they're like, oh, no, I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, they do that. They just ain't trying to fuck you on the first
Exactly. I'm telling you, like, dudes gotta really understand that shit, because again, understanding this is so important, because what it does is that it lets you really see the game from a bird's eye view. You see it objectively. So you start to see the reality of it, and then you can move differently. Because if you keep thinking, oh well, she's just this good girl and that's why she doesn't do it, and then this girl's just a thought and that's why she does it, you're gonna be moving at the game in a different way, and that's going to hinder your success rate as what you're trying to do. Either you're trying to smash, you're trying to get a girlfriend, whatever the fuck it is. Because if you keep thinking, if girls are can easily trick you into thinking they're a certain way, then it's easy for them to sort of get your attention, to buy time so that they can get you to do a whole bunch of bullshit with them. It's fucking crazy. But if you're on point, she basically sees either one or two things going to happen. She's going to stop fucking with you, but meaning she's going to stop seeing you because she knows she can't get over on you. Or two, she's going to just deal with you and be with you in however way that is. You see what I'm saying? It's usually one of the two of those things. But the thing is, if you're naive, she gets you in that middle zone where it's like she gets room to play around with you. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what dudes don't get.
And if you give them rooms to play games, women love to play
Oh, they
games.
love it.
They love to try to get their way with a dude. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to respect you by doing that, but they'll love to play games with you and, just like kind of like, like pick on you, somewhat. You know what I mean?
Right.
To see how far. Because they're just like, look at this weak-ass dude. Look what I could, do with this dude. And if you're one of them dudes that just play along thinking like, oh, she just flaked on me because she really was sick or really got into this crazy car accident. I'm like, come on, nah, man. I remember I was telling my partner, this one bitch flaked on him, and I was like, look, you got to let it be known, like, you got to tell her to make it up.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because she knows what the fuck she did. You feel me? Like, she flaked on you, you know what I mean? Normally, like, she flaked on you or whatever, and you always got to let it be known. You got to check her on that, because if she think that you stupid enough to believe that, she's going to lose respect for you, and she's going to think that you're naive. It's just like when you're a kid and you can get away with doing sneaky shit with your parents.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And, when they used to check you, you used to probably get mad and, you didn't understand or whatever, but gradually you had more respect for them. And now when you was around them or even behind their back, you still would be like, you know what, I got to act straight and act accordingly.
Right.
I know my parents is going to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when you would behind their back, even in their face or whatever, gradually you kind of lose respect for their intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Right,
you know
right, exactly.
And then they're not going to be an authority figure no more.
Mm-hmm. Real shit. Real shit. And that's what guys don't understand is like, if the girl sees that, you know, you don't understand what's going on, then it's because she'll like to play around with you, but the respect level is gone. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like basically to the point where it's a downward spiral to her leaving you and and she don't want to fuck with you at a certain point, because it's almost like they like the little like high they get off of the power of knowing that they're manipulating and controlling you. Then at a certain point they get tired of it because they're like, man, this guy, he's lame. You know, I could say and do whatever. He's going to be around. There's no challenge. I don't feel feminine around him because he's not, aggressive or assertive, and he doesn't know what he's doing. And then so she's just like, whatever. And so this is why from the jump, you got to know, okay, what the fuck is this, what's going on with this chick? I understand the bullshit. And sometimes, you know, when you call a chick out on shit, and this is the funny part when you call a chick out. If a chick do some stupid shit or do some type of shit and you call her out on it, and either she laughs about it, like on some like guilty laugh type shit, and she's like you be like, oh yeah, nah, I know you be doing this, and she'll be like, ha ha ha, what are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? Like that type of shit. Yeah. They know you know. You feel what I'm saying? They know you know.
And that laugh. And by her, and if she's over here, and if you do check her on it, and she acts all insulted,
right?
She acts like, that's when you know, oh yeah, this bitch ain't really serious. She's
exactly.
Over here just trying to play. If she's over here giggling and shit, and she's having a good time, and she's like, no, I don't do that. No. And she gives you that innocent, you know, that girly girl looking in the sky type of just look. Then obviously she knows that you caught her red-handed. But if you over here, you say something, she didn't look at you. So let's say if you over here, you checked her, she didn't look at you in that way. So she's like, who the fuck is you trying to check me? You feel me? Like, that's how she's looking at you now. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to check these bitches
real
fast.
Shit.
Like,
and sometimes the funny part is, sometimes you just saying certain shit to her and you know, and pointing shit out, it gets her to know, okay, this guy, he I can't fool him. So for example, if you talking to a chick and then she's like, you trying to make something happen with her, like you trying to get physical and all of that, and she's like, oh, you know, I'm not that type of girl. I gotta get to know you more. And you look at her and be like, come on, you bullshitting. Look, I know you want to fuck with me. Stop playing. You just trying to act like you don't want to do it because you gonna think I'm gonna think you a slut and all of that. I know the game's how you play, and it's all right. Don't worry about it. Like just saying that shit, she'll be like, oh shit, this guy, I can't fool this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So she either at some point, so she'll try to deflect. Trust me, it's in her nature to deflect because she doesn't want to. It's like. And it's almost like for anybody, it's like when you call someone out on their bullshit, they have to defend their bullshit because they don't want to be looked at as a bullshitter. So usually they'll be like, no, I'm not like, you know, I am not like, I'm not like these other girls, blah, blah, blah. And so they'll say that to the death, but in the back of their head, they're like, oh shit, like I can't get away with shit with this guy. So then now she's like, she has a choice to make. She either stops fucking with you, meaning she'll stop calling you, she'll stop doing whatever, because her plan maybe was to play games with you. Her plan maybe was to use attention to get shit that she wanted out of you, and now she's like, damn, well, I can't do that. Or if she does like you, she'll be like, oh, well, fuck it, this guy knows what it is, so I'm just gonna like fuck with him on some sex shit or do whatever, you know, I want to do whatever he wants to do because I want to follow his lead because I'm feeling him. You see what I mean? But either way, it came from you from the jump, knowing. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, the difference between our interactions with men is, men, like, we'll respect one another without, like, the other person having power in regards to, like, let's just say if somebody talks to you respectfully or whatever, regardless of, you know, whatever background they come from, we'll already see that mutual respect, and we won't cross that line. Women, you kind of have to have that, and I remember you said this before, you kind of have to have that stern substitute teacher vibe.
Right,
where,
right.
You know, you walk into the classroom, and then, you know, you can be cool after you show, like, you're stern, you feel me? Like when you walk into the classroom and, you know, that the substitute teacher that kind of comes off serious or whatever,
right.
You know, like, fuck, man, I can't get away with some bullshit.
Exactly,
this motherfucker. But then when you walk in and there's a substitute teacher that was looking hella goofy and playful, it's going to be hard for him to check you after he was hella playful at the beginning.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, real shit, man. Real shit. And that's the thing, man. A lot of cats got to understand that when it comes to dealing with women, you got to already know what's going on beforehand.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You got to know what's going on beforehand so that she can't pull the bullshit over, you know, on you. Because this is the thing, like, girls, what they'll do is sometimes too, you got to remember they're going to present a certain type of character to you based off of how they want you to view them. You see what I mean? Now, that's not your issue though. Your issue is you may see her and you have your plan of what you're trying to do with her. So if your plan and her plan clashes, right? Now it's almost like a battle. And the person who wins is the person who gets the other person to sort of like surrender their shit. So for example, if you're like, look, I'm trying to smash this chick, and this chick is like, look, I'm trying to get this nigga to think I'm some good girl so I could get him to wine and dine me, right? If you call her out on the bullshit, and then she's like, oh damn, he called me out, but I like him, so I'm gonna fuck him. You win. You feel what I'm saying? Now, in the same situation, if you trying to smash and she's on some, oh, I'm a good girl, I don't do that, and then you like, oh damn, I guess she is one of those good girls. Okay, well, let's wait and let's get to know each other. She wins. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You see what I mean? And so dudes got to understand that shit. You know what I mean? If you don't understand that, you're going to stay losing because you think that this girl, oh, she's one of the good ones. Ain't no such thing. They're all the same woman. They're all the same woman. You know what I'm saying? All the same shit. That's what they don't get. They're all, and you know what's funny? It's like when I realized this, because what happened was I noticed this through my sisters, through girls that I've dated, even through, you know, dealing with like my wife and my girl. You understand? Like shit that I thought I was like, oh no, she's not like that, or she's not like that. And then I'm just like, wait a second, like, damn, you don't, like, you did that? Like, you actually did that? Like, there's certain things that I thought that, you know, my girl or whoever wouldn't do. And then they told me the shit they did. Even my mom, dude, let me tell you something, man. Yo, I love my mom because, like, she told me some shit, man, and it was like, it just put me on to so much game. I remember she was telling me how, if I'm not mistaken, my mom's could correct me if I'm wrong. I gotta call her and see what was popping. But I remember her telling me that I think when she was either in high school or college, there was this dude who liked her, and she would use him for his car to drive her around. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is this, I'm thinking, and mind you, you look at your mom like, my mom wouldn't do no shit like this. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so I'm like, because yo, the thing is, you know, it's crazy.
Because you're interacting with your mom is a different dynamic. You feel me? Like,
exactly.
So the image that she has of you and the image you have, y'all don't even believe that image now because y'all just have a relationship in that little relationship, I mean, in that image or whatever, and y'all just gonna play your part.
Exactly.
And you're not even gonna even think past that. You're like, oh, that's my mom. So
right. Exactly. Exactly.
Even though what I've learned now too, because you know we all make perceptions, and whether it's family members and shit like that, you have to let people tell you who the fuck they are. You can't just walk in with these perceptions and think that's because somebody looks like this, that naturally gonna act like that. Like if a motherfucker, if you underestimate somebody, they might have a gun in their house and blow your brains out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you're gonna be like, nah, so and so, he ain't. He a sucker. He ain't that type of person.
Right. Exactly.
And it's like, nah, if they telling you that they like that, or they showing you that they like that, you better believe that shit. I don't give a fuck how close you are to them, or whatever your perceptions are of them or whatever. If they show you who the fuck they are, you better believe that shit. You know what I mean? So
real shit, man.
Nah, I just wanted to call in and top it up quick, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother, man.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, man. All right.
Stay safe.
Yeah, man. You gotta understand how these ladies get down. Real shit. So what's going on in the chat room, people? Man, is female pimp in the building? She still ain't ever calling up. Female pimp's never calling up. Man. Alright, let me see who this is. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Locario?
What's poppin'?
Hey, I got a good, quick question, man. I'm thinking about where I'm gonna go to a speed dating event. How do they work, man? They got like rules and stuff.
I haven't been to too many speed dating events, but basically it's sort of like, I think what happens is the ones that I've seen is that you go there, you talk to different women. I think the ones that I've seen is the women sit down. This is why I don't really like it too much. The women sit down and then the guys have to move to each different seat. You feel what I'm saying? So that already I was like, come on, son. But and then you talk to the person for a little bit, and then I think what happens is that and I'm sure there's different ones, different like styles that they do, but the one that I remember, or the ones that I remember where, let's say if you is 10 women, and then you go to each 10 girls, you speak to them for a few minutes, and then you're supposed to write down which women you liked on a card or some shit, and you give the card to the organizer, and then if the cards match up, like let's say if you said I like number 4, and number 4 says she liked you, then they would let you know or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's that type of vibe. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they have like I'm sure it's different depending on who's running it or whatever. But that's sort of like the gist of like, you know, you have a bunch of people, you meet all of them real quick, and then you say who you like, and then they try to set you guys up or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I was like going to speak to him, you know what I'm saying, talk to him, and I got the cards you was talking about. I got some business cards. I just want to slide it to him. Right. Yeah, I wonder if they allow that or something. Right,
and that's what I'm saying. I don't even know, because some places what they'll do is they'll say to you, hey, if you like somebody, let us know. Don't like exchange numbers or whatever like that. I know some places probably don't give a fuck, but there's other places that may not want you to do that because they want to sort of keep it within the you know, their whatever they're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, so I mean, because I'm sure on the you know, on the slide you could probably do it, but it you know, it is what it is. That's like the culture, I think, of the speed dating shit for, you know, for most people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it all depends.
All right, appreciate it. Say what?
No, I was saying that's how it usually is for the speed dating shit.
Oh, okay. All right, appreciate it, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call. All right. Man. But so what else is going on, people? Yeah, I haven't done too many of those speed dating shits. I need to go to more of those, see what's popping, because I'm sure after that you could just roll up on them and be like, yo, what's good? So after the thing, be like, let's get out of here, do something else. Yo, what's going on?
Hello?
What's popping? Who's this?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
Nez, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm chilling. What's the deal?
Yeah, I just had a question on my mind that's been kind of bugging me for a good few years, I'd say. Actually, probably like more than 10 years. I just wanted to get your little opinion on it quickly and your take. I don't know if you've experienced this yourself, kind of, you know, as an African American living in America, like a white country, well, majority white country, I should say. But you know, even though I was born here, my my kind of heritage is different. Like my parents and that come from the Middle East, so my name is different, and my skin tone, my features and stuff are different. And like, I don't know if it's me, noticed growing up here, in primary school, secondary school, high school, college, high school. Right. We call high school college here, but yeah, there and in the workplace as well. It's like all the white girls and the white guys. They kind of form their little type of cliques, if you will. Right. So it's like they're always hanging out with each other in school, always going out with each other. And back in the day, I used to kind of try and chat to these white girls, these white English, these white British girls, and you know, you'd only ever get like a hi and bye from these people, but they would never kind of let you into their circle, if you know what I'm saying.
Right,
and
right.
I can kind of, I don't know if it's just me, but I can kind of see the similarities and the parallels when it comes to dating nowadays as well, because most of the white English girls I see, they're just with other ethnically white English guys, and I kind of think that there's no point in me trying to go after them or try to make something happen with them. So,
well, I think, well, you know what it is a lot of it too sometimes is just the perception of what's going on versus the reality of what's going on, because I remember I was out with I was on a date with this Asian girl, and she was saying that she feels like a lot of black guys don't like Asian women. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I get emails all the time from black dudes, and there's a lot of black guys who think Asian women don't like them. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody thinking everybody else don't like them. You know what I mean? So it's really not, it's really based off of how you look at things, because a lot of times it comes down to how you go to the other person and you having that individual conversation, interaction with that person to see if that person is really into you. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you're going to also, you have things here and there where people are cliquish, or people might be on some type of thing where they only fuck with a certain type of person. So you might have a girl, let's say for example, who's Jewish, who only fucks with Jewish dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the religion thing. So it is what it is. Because also too, you have some let's say some white girls who are racist, and even within the racism, some of them will still fuck with a black dude. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily where they don't want to. It's just like sometimes it just all depends on the individual to individual. So sometimes this person might not want to just deal with you because they're not into you, but it's not necessarily because of your skin color in most cases when it comes to dating. And sometimes it could be, but most times it's not. But sometimes it's just they're not particularly into you, the individual. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you just see it as, well, it's the white people or the black people hearing that, and oh, white girls aren't going to like me, or this is not going to like me, it's more so your perception based off of what you've experienced. So you might go up to a white girl and she's not feeling you, and go up to another white girl, she might not be feeling you. You'd be like, damn, well, I guess white girls don't like me. You see what I mean? And that's how we process shit in our head. So it's the same thing where I had this guy who, same thing with the Asian chicks. He was like, I talked to these 3 Asian girls and they wasn't really feeling me, and so Asian girls don't like black guys. That's how he thought about it. You see what I mean? So it's not necessarily that's the case. It's more so your experiences give you a certain type of perception, and then you take it all across the board and make it seem as that's the only thing. So I wouldn't even worry too much about that. Just if you see a group of chicks or whoever that you're trying to talk to, go up and talk to them and see if they're going to be receptive. If they're not, if it don't, if there's no chemistry or anything there, then you just keep it moving to the next person. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to think that, damn, well, because I look like this and because they look like that and because of this, because of that, that's why it's not going to happen. Because the world is a big ass place. At the end of the day, since people are individuals, so we have our own individual thoughts, things that we've gone through. All these things shape, how we are and what we like and what we don't like. So you never know if you're going to be the person that they're into until you actually interact with them. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So, I see what you mean. I mean, I had like a couple of white girls from England who were kind of responsive to me. One of them, I didn't really make anything happen. One of them was smiling at me at some place, and another one was flirting with me in a party, and her boyfriend was right there, and she was doing it in front of him. So I guess it kind of I probably. The others may have been more open and accustomed to it, but I just probably didn't have the guts to make anything happen or make the first move, I guess. So,
right. Yeah, you just gotta see. You just gotta take everything on a case by case basis. You feel what I'm saying, and then see, what's going down in that regard. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah. Thanks for the help. Yeah, I'll catch you later.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate the call.
That's it. Bye. All
right. This is my dude Nez right there from London. Man. Crazy. So what is going on, people? What time is it? We do another probably like 20 minutes and I gotta run and do some shit. Get some shit ready. I gotta start writing my new book. I've been like back and forth trying to get this shit together. So I can't wait for you guys to read the new book. I'm not gonna tell you all the details yet. I don't want to tell you any details till it's like done. So because I don't want motherfuckers stealing shit. Stealing all the ideas and shit. Next thing you know, they got the same fucking book I got that I'm coming out with. You said how to write a book? Writing a book is exhausting. Okay? That shit is just like I actually don't like writing books. But I like having books. I like having the information out there. I think this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, took me, 3 years to write? Or something like that? This book took me 3 years. But to be honest, I think I took like a year and a half off when I was trying to write this shit. Alfredo, the number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. Make sure you guys join the Patreon. I'm putting up the Patreon link. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Make sure you guys join the Patreon so you can listen to all the Bad Boy Show episodes. And we got bonus stuff on the Patreon. So if you're not on the Patreon, you got to get on the Patreon so you can hear all the Bad Boy Show episodes. So me and Miles are going in on that. Shaddy Ratty, what's up? What's poppin'? You said the preview of the seminar was lit. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Eastern Conversation. Appreciate it, bro. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, Locario? This is Jay from Philly.
What up? What's going on with you?
Not much. I just happened to catch you in this afternoon driving back home. But yo, man, just want to ask you a question about regarding your experiences with it. So I started a new job recently. And I'm just sitting there, just for me, just clock in, clock out. Go about your business, go home. I'm not really trying to get too friendly with people there. So I'm over here. We're doing our work and everything else. There's this girl whom I say is a self-proclaimed dyke. So when I got down there, I'm saying, look, experiences, unless they're like 100% butch to the point where you're trying to, you're questioning who has more testosterone flowing through their veins or not. I don't really go by that. So there was discussion that she was having. She had a kid, and everything else. And she was like, yeah, you know, I don't really do dudes no more, blah, 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 this and that, third, had it done, you know, my son's 10. I'm sitting there looking at her like, yeah, that's bullshit. Just by the way she was acting and everything else, you know, not what she was saying, but by the way she was acting.
Right.
Yo, I kid you not, less than probably 10 days later, you know, she's dating a dude and a chick. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, I started calling her out on it. But I was like, yeah, what happened to all that hype about I do this, I don't do that, and I don't do that? That thing went right out the window.
Right.
Then, you know, she's still having a conversation about everything else. And she has the dude still on speed dial. They came up with an arrangement. So, you know, my question to you is that your normal experiences, you know, when you run into women who supposedly, you know, faithful to the lesbian game?
Well, I mean, it you know, some women who are, you know, who claim that they're lesbians still like to fuck with dudes, so they really on some bisexual shit. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's, you know what I'm saying. So that's how that goes too. Sometimes where they'll say they're lesbians, but they'll sometimes find a guy or run into a guy they like, and then they'll end up, you know, fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had situations like that. I had this one girl, and she was so bad. She wasn't like a dyke chick. Like she was just like a very feminine chick, but she was into women. And like I was fucking around. I didn't hit, but we were like making out, getting all touchy feely, all this other shit. And yeah, she was going in. And then I did have sex one time with a lesbian. I think I talked about this story before, where this was like the first time she was saying, "Oh, this is my first time with a guy." And at first I didn't believe her, but then I did believe her when we was fucking, because I was like, this shit is terrible as far as the sex, because she didn't know what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, chick, they'll, you know, some of them will just go back and forth. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, so shout out to all the lesbians out there. Shit, you know what I'm saying? My little sister's a lesbian, so she, you know, she gets it in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know.
I don't know, man. It was just me, because I mess with a couple of them. They just happen to, you know, they be like, hey, you know, I mess with chicks, and, you know, we go out, and I never really pushed up on them, and then, you know, it just happened.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, it goes down sometimes. You know what I mean? It just all depends, you know, on the chick. Because, you know, certain girls, they're like, oh, I'm just into women. Certain girls, they're, you know, into whatever. You know what I mean? So it all depends on the chick. You feel me?
Yeah. You know, sure. Well, what is that? Now, how does that fit into your into your thesis of, you know, women just say whatever they say in the moment?
Yeah, well, that's what it is, because the thing is, again, a chick could today be saying, you know, oh, I'm a lesbian, I like women, that's that, and then next week she meets a guy she likes, and because she's feeling him at that point, then she's gonna do shit with him, even though she claims she's a lesbian. So a lot of things that women do generally, it just goes based off of the feeling. You see what I'm saying? So what they're into or what they're about is based off the feeling. This is why I tell guys, you can't take the shit too seriously or take it to heart when shit doesn't go how you expected it with a woman, because one minute she'll be into you and the next minute she'll just not be into you that quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
You know,
right.
That's
well,
what it is.
Yeah, man, that was it. I didn't need anything else. I was just, you know, just something that just had recently happened. I just figured I'd throw your way.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, man.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Yo. All right. So dude's just hanging up now. Oh, man. But, man. But, yeah, that lesbian I had sex with, it was still cool, though, because I was like, she's a lesbian, so this is fucking cool. Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, yo?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Chillin', it's Alfredo.
What's going on?
Locario?
Yeah, that's me. What's poppin' with you?
Hey, man, I have some questions to you guys.
All right.
Hey, I've been told that I'm being too aggressive on my approach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they mean about that. So and second is like when I approach a female, is it like do I like when I go in for the number before I even go in for the number, do I have to flirt with them first and then get their number? How that work?
Well, so what are you doing where they're saying you're being like aggressive? What are the type of stuff? What are the type of things you do that make the girl say you're aggressive?
Well, it's not even about the females because I don't care about what they're thinking about how I approach them or not. I just analyze what I do wrong and I just keep it moving. But I just get feedback from people that I already know, and they just tell me that I'm being a bit too aggressive. Like that's just their own point of view.
Oh, okay. Like, so who's these people that's telling you this shit?
I got homies. I got cousins. And and the way how they look at it is that when I approach them and I try to get their number and everything goes all good, because when I tell them the way how I do it is I go by what you and Dean do. I give them my number out, and they look at it as like that don't make no sense. You're going too hard on them. They ain't gonna call you. Which is a couple 2 weeks ago, I had one success. I met a female over there at the gym. I hollered at her, got her. I gave her my number, and she hit me up. I told her to hit me up the next day, which is we did. We went out, and everything was all good. It did not turn out how I expected it to be, but I just charged that to the game, and I just keep on moving on to the next. But then again, I still don't understand what they mean by me going. I'm going into aggressive. I don't know what they mean by my approach or what I be saying. I know a couple of things I need to be doing to improve myself, like in my flirting game, because I feel like I'm not doing too well on that, but I'm always working on it, improving it every single day.
Right. Well, the thing is with a lot of these other cats, this is the thing. A lot of times when you're doing your thing, you're always gonna have dudes on the sidelines that ain't really doing shit, that don't really know shit, that's gonna tell you shit, but they're not really getting it popping. Because I'm sure those same guys don't really got chicks coming to them left and right. You feel what I'm saying? So don't put too much stock into that. What you just need to do is good that it's good that you're out there talking to the chicks and you're out there interacting with them. Keep doing what you're doing, but what you want to do is, like you said, you could work more on your flirting, but also you just need to up your numbers. You feel what I'm saying? Because the more girls you talk to, the more girls you interact with, the more women you're going to find who's going to cooperate. Just like you said, you gave the girl your number, she hit you up. So you got to find more girls so that there's going to be other ones who are going to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? But it just all depends on you putting in the work, but also working on flirting with chicks, because when you know how to flirt with the girls, it entices them more to get back at you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, but that's what I was a bit confused about, because I listen to you and Steve every single day, like religiously. I even bought your book, but I bought the one that's off of Kindle. I don't know if it's still the same thing as the one that you have on.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It's the same. Right now. Yeah, it's the same.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I read that like 10 times a day, like on Corey Wayne, like your book. So I've been trying to study and get that on, but I'm still a little bit confused when it comes to the approach, when I'm, do I have to flirt with them right away as soon as I approach them, try to get them in touch and then get their number, because I feel like every time I approach them, everything is all good. It comes off a little bit dry. Like yesterday, I hollered at some agent chick. Like you were just talking about an agent chick a couple of moments ago, and everything was all good. I came up to her, I talked to her for a good few minutes. I told her I went up to her and I was like, yo, you look mad cute. Let me get your number. We can hang out sometimes. Call me on a certain day. And she looked kind of hesitant. And then I was like, I wasn't really too bothered with it. I was like, yo, give her my number. I gave her my number, and then the next day I saw her again because majority of my time I spend at the gym. I kind of realized that's my purpose. I just focus at the gym a lot. So I noticed that, like, and this is not about the Asian chick, but I noticed from all females who be doing all this. I go up to them, I holler at them, and then I'm thinking that everything is all good, but which I don't pay no attention to it. They give me this awkward vibe, like, they notice me, but they not trying to pay no attention. They walk past me. When I see them, I don't be like you said, I don't be rude and like pass by them and act like I don't, nothing never happened. I just say, hi, how you doing? Whatever I say, and then I just keep it moving. I don't like go up to them every single day, always reminding who I am and all that, because at some point, it's a give and take thing.
Right. Well, the thing is this,
and I don't see that, and so I just keep it moving. Every time I don't see no effort or whatever, I just keep it moving. I just keep all the other more females. So
right. Well, the thing is this. You seem to have, being able to approach them, talk to them. You seem to be able to do that already. What it is that I think what's throwing you off is probably the reactions you're getting from the women. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, right. So the thing is, you can't necessarily let that throw you off. But also, when you're talking with them, because you're asking, should you flirt with them? Should you do this, do that? Everything depends on the context of the situation. So if you're about to talk to a girl and you only got a minute to talk to her, or you got really quick to be able to talk to her, then you're going to have to talk to her differently than if you know that you could speak to a girl for like 5 minutes or something like that. Like if you're in a park somewhere or whatever, right? So it all depends on the context. Then while you're talking to the chick, right, it's not necessarily where you have to do this long drawn out thing, but it's basically just the flow of the conversation. Just like if just like with any conversation you're having with anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's say if I met you in the street and then you was like, and you saw me, you was like, oh, Mr. Locario, what up? And I'm like, oh, what's going on? He was like, yeah, I called into your show. I'd be like, oh, that's what's good. What's going on with you? And like, we just going back and forth. You see what I'm saying? Having a regular conversation. The difference is that the regular conversations you have with women should be, small talk, but also based off of flirting and sexual tension. So a regular conversation with a woman.
That's what I was saying. Like, I'm trying to get the way how I do it. I'm going by what you be doing. Like, going straight to the point. And, get in and get out.
Right.
If I can squeeze, the flirting, get that sexual attention all in 30 seconds, that would be even good. But like, I'm still practicing on that day by day, and it's getting a lot more better than than I thought it was, because before that, I used to bring myself down a lot, but now I just keep going until I get it right.
Right, and that's the thing. That's really what it is that it's just practicing it a lot, talking to as many women as you can. So that one, you get a lot of practice, and two, you're making your numbers even higher. And then, so what's going to happen is there's going to be certain girls who's going to respond to it, certain girls who's not. The thing is that right now, I think what's probably also bothering you is that you're focused too much on the outcome at this point, and that focusing on the outcome is sort of making it a little bit more difficult for you to interact with the chicks. Because if you're talking to a girl and you're worried about, oh, am I going to get her number? Is she going to call me? This and this and that. And how am I supposed... All of that stuff is in your head while you're talking to her. That's going to influence how she's going to respond to you, because you're not really just centered in the moment having a conversation. So all the flirting and all the smooth shit, because the thing is, you don't got to talk to them all day, but let's say even if you talk to a girl for 30 seconds, you'd be like, hey, miss, how you doing? What's going on? Listen, I'm about to get this workout on, but I saw you. I thought you was real cute. Listen, here's my card. I want you to hit me up tomorrow or something like that. And then just keep it moving. Right. Don't worry about her reaction. Don't worry about if she's going to call you back. Don't worry about if you see her again. It don't matter. All that matters is what you're doing in the specific moment, and then you continue to do that with multiple women. And as you're doing that with multiple women, your verbal game is going to get better. Because see, this is the thing. what you're asking is going to only improve based off of the practice you put in when you're doing it. So if you're saying, hey, how do I flirt better? How do I, interact with these girls better? Is going to happen the more you interact with the girls. You see what I mean? And then so that's going to make it easier for you to get more girls, because since you put in that practice, your skills get better, and then girls are going to be a little bit more responsive to you. So yeah, so basically you just got to keep doing what you're doing. Like, you're on the right track. You just got to keep it going, and then you're going to start to get chicks gravitating to you, the ones who actually want to make something happen. So it's not that you're being too aggressive. It's not that you're being too, quick with it or whatever. It's more so being comfortable approaching, talking, interacting with the girls, making the shit happen, and then doing that on a continuous basis. That's all you got to do. You just got to keep working more on your shit. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I got one more question.
Yeah,
I got one more question. Well, even you said about the outcome, which is, I don't focus too much on the outcome. It's not so much of a big problem as the outcome, because I move on real quick and start hollering at other females right away. I used to be that way before, but not anymore. But now I notice, like, when I holler at them and I try to make something happen, and they shot me down, I notice, like, when they walk away or anything like that, I always notice that they checking me out from a distance, or whatever. Or they always be around me after they shot me down or whatever. I always try to figure out why they keep doing that. I don't know if they just want attention, or they want to want me to holler at them again.
Well, sometimes what happens is this. Sometimes they'll shoot you down because they got a boyfriend. And so, but they like the fact that you hollered at them. You see what I'm saying? Which is why they keep looking at you. Or sometimes they shoot you down off of reflex, and then they're sort of like, damn, why did I say no to that guy? And that's why they keep looking back at you. You see what I mean? So those things happen and those things occur. But again, you can use that to your advantage sometimes. So let's say you're in the gym, you try to holler at a girl, she shoots you down, whatever. And then you see her again, maybe the next day, and then on the third time you see her, you be like, yo, listen, I see you looking at me every day. Like, I know you want me, so listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my number. Take my number and call me when you're ready to make something happen. That's it. And then you just keep that shit pushing. That's it.
Even when I holler at them the first time?
Yeah, because if you holler at them the first time,
you want me to go holler at them again?
No. This is what I'm saying.
Over and over and over again.
This is what I'm saying. You're only hollering at them because they keep checking you out. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're using that to say, listen, I keep seeing you looking at me. So I'm gonna give you one more chance to make it happen. So I'm gonna give you my number. Hit me up tomorrow, whatever it is. And then leave it at that. Now, if she doesn't hit you up, and then you just charge to the game fully, and then you keep it moving. But the thing is, because she's still checking you out, because she's still looking at you, because she's still doing that, then you're able to really, make it happen the next time. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, shit. Damn. Okay. I ain't thought about that.
Right. You see what I mean? So you could do that. You could do that too. You feel what I'm saying?
You got another seminar coming up?
Yeah, we're gonna probably have another one, but not until probably like August or September. But I'll let you guys know. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure. Well, whenever you have another one, I'm gonna head over there in New York.
That's what's up, bro.
Check it out.
That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna let you, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Peace.
Yep.
Man, crazy. What's going on in the chat? So, female pimp, you said you called. Call again. What's the first three numbers of your phone so I could know that it's you? Man. Joe 1, you hilarious. You said they making sure you ain't following her. You said, now Locario, you only get one shot next time she got to initiate in contact. Yet, keep looking at you is the initiation of the contact. You got to understand, women are passive aggressive. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. Man. Alright, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hello?
Hello, is this female pimp?
Yes.
Finally, Jesus Christ. Why did it take you so long to call up?
Because you wouldn't tell me what your sign was, so I was being hard-headed. Anyway, fuck it. I wanted to call.
So what's going on with you?
He was a fat bitch.
Wait, say that again? Say that again?
I just wanted to call moving in silence a fat bitch.
Why? Why you hating? Why you hating on people? You know what I'm saying? We all here trying to learn the game and shit. You supposed to be a pimp. Why you hating?
I'm not hating.
wait, where you from? Where you from?
Huh?
I said, where you from?
California. What do you think?
You say that again?
California.
Okay. So what's going on with you though? What's your thoughts on all this stuff? What's going on with you? Because you be in the chat room all the time. What's your thoughts on all? Because you be saying these guys be on some other shit. So what's your thoughts on it, on all that stuff?
What you mean thoughts on what? How y'all ain't got no game? What?
Yeah, so you think we ain't got no game? So why you think we ain't got no game?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the viewers.
Why? What do you think? What should the guys do?
They probably got little penises,
Oh Lord, here we go. Wait, what? Female pimp. How old are you though? Don't lie. How old are you? You lying? You ain't got a. How old are you?
Hold on, let me make up a number. Hold on.
Don't be making up no numbers. You over 18? You an adult, right?
Yeah, I'm grown.
Yeah,
I'll let you know one day.
See, female pimp on that bullshit. She's trying. Why you be in the chat room messing with these guys? So you got a boyfriend, female pimp, or girlfriend?
A girlfriend? Come on, bruh.
I'm asking. You might like chicks. I don't know.
Nah, I might not.
What happened?
Nah, I said I might not.
Well, do you got a man?
Nah, I ain't got no man.
Why? Why not? What happened?
What you mean, why not? Who wants a man?
Why you don't want a man for?
A man to do what?
For sex and to take care of your ass. How can you want no man?
Oh, I got a bunch of those.
You got what?
You mean that I claim? I don't claim them.
Well, I can't hear a word you said. You breaking up. What'd you say?
I said I don't claim none, but you tell me I got enough.
Oh, but you got some dudes you fucking with.
Yeah.
Okay, and what you like about these dudes?
What you mean?
So what you like about the guys you messing with? What do you like about them?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't like nothing about them. What you mean?
Oh my goodness! See, female pimp, you got to get it together. I thought you was a pimp. I thought you was pimping out here. What's going on?
I don't like none of you niggas. Come on, let's get it together.
They say in the chat room. They saying you goofy.
Them niggas can't get no pussy. I don't care what they say.
Y'all heard that
shit? They can't get no action.
She say y'all ain't getting no action. That's messed up. That's messed up. Nah, all the guys that that's in the chat room, they getting it in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Nah, they getting it in. On some real shit. They're trying to make it happen.
Maybe making shit up. Maybe making up fairy tales and shit.
Yeah. Female pimp sound like she's 19 years old.
Ain't nobody 19. I'm grown.
So how old are you? You ain't tell us.
I'm like, can you tell me?
You what?
30.
You how old?
30. Huh?
How old? Why your phone breaking up? Your phone keep breaking up. We trying to get to know you. How old are you?
I don't know why it's breaking up because you all the way over there.
How old are you, female pimp?
Wow. Why? How old are you?
I'm 36. I'm asking you, how old are you? Why? See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. You see how
you want hella information. Why you want so much information?
This is what I'm talking about. We're trying to get to know female pimp, right? Cause you part of the room. You part of the family. We trying to get to know you. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta let us in. So why are you so secretive? You running from the law? What's going on?
Oh no, it might be.
Oh my goodness.
And I can't give you too much information about me.
Oh my God. You see guys, female pimp is the type of woman that is.
You never met my type before.
No. Female pimp is a time waster.
As a way?
I say you're a time waster. Because I haven't gotten any information out of you yet, and it's been like 5 minutes. You see?
You hung up on me?
No, you still here. I'm about to hang up on you though, because you ain't giving us no information.
Oh, that's like that. What you want to know? Like,
I said, how old are you?
Good Lord, I'm 30.
You 30? Okay, thank you. Why was that so hard? Why was that so hard?
I already told you that you wasn't listening.
No, you ain't tell me. You ain't tell me shit. You
wasn't listening.
and female pimp. How old? I mean, how do you look? How do you look?
As far as what? I don't even.
Like, how you look? You black? You white? You Asian? Like, how you look?
I'm trying not to give that out right now.
Oh God. Okay, I'm about to hang up on you, female pimp. All right.
All right. Bye.
We gonna have to talk. Like, you see, I had to hang up on female pimp because she ain't trying to give us no information. We tried, guys. We tried. Crazy. But thank you for calling, female pimp. At least you called up. At least you called up. I said she sound hella young, right? Yeah, she do. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, she's like freaking 19 years old, talking about she 30. Oh, crazy. I said I spent too much time talking. Crazy. Alright, who's this? Hold on. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Mr. Locario. Just got juice from LA.
What's popping, bro?
Nothing much. Just need a little bit something. Just direct, like how be more direct. Mm-hmm. Because at indirect, I keep doing it. I don't know why, but yeah.
You say you keep doing too much of what?
Indirect.
Mm-hmm.
Like way too much.
And you say you want to be more direct?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing you just got to get comfortable being direct. You understand? That's the reason why most guys are extremely indirect, because they're not comfortable being direct and they're trying to hold off the sting of rejection. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's so you just got to get comfortable doing that. So what do you do when you go and talk to girls? What do you say?
A couple of days ago, I was just warming up because I seen one of my friends' dad. He was just saying, "Oh, how you doing? How are the females?" And I was sitting there watching him, and you could see how they give him a bad mood and all that stuff, and he didn't care. He just kept going. So I followed along what he was doing, and I realized some of them be saying hi, some of them just be all in their feelings. And the ones be always on their feelings, like people like, why you all in your feelings? And then we just sitting there laughing. Now I see what you're talking about. Like, don't take things seriously. It's just like basically like a game. Mm-hmm. You just going around at different places and then figure out what works for you, what doesn't work, and then once you do, you're in the game.
Right. And well, and this is the thing with indirect, when you go to indirect, and so for guys who don't know, so indirect is basically an example of that is if you at a bar somewhere and then you see a girl and then you might go up to her and you might say, yo, that's a nice jacket you got. Where you get that from? Whatever. And then you start talking to her. So that's in the indirect way. So the indirect, a lot of times, is usually just to see how responsive a girl is to you by you saying anything to her, by you just having a conversation, by you just on some courtesy type of shit, right? But the direct is more so, yo, I'm just letting you know I'm trying to make something happen. And so this is why I say guys got to be more comfortable with that, because you get the immediate rejection. If I say to a girl, hey, that's a nice jacket, would you get that? We're not even talking about me and her getting together. We're just having a regular conversation. Direct is, I'm letting you know I'm trying to make something happen. Therefore, her response can be rejection. So again, if you want to be good at going direct or going through, being direct, you have to get used to or comfortable with, getting rejected a lot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I do get rejected a lot, and I'm still going. Like,
right, and you still going. You can still get rejected even going indirect, but it takes a longer time because you're not really like going in. Because at some point you're gonna have to get direct anyway. The direct comes. It's always gonna come at a certain point. So it's either you're gonna be direct now or you're gonna be direct later. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on how you want to do it.
Yeah.
And
I realize sometimes when I talk to females and I be indirect, the direct kind of pushes me, like try to push it out, and it just be like she won't, like you said, the female waiting for you to say something, like direct say something,
right?
But you have to know, like, for yourself, like how you feel, not what she feel like.
Right, and you gotta be comfortable saying what you're saying, because based off of how you say what you say and how you do what you do, the girl's gonna respond to you in a a specific way. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get you a certain type of response based strictly just off how comfortable you are saying what you're saying. You feel me? But yeah, man, I appreciate the call, my dude. All right, so I'll let you later, man.
Yeah, female clip is playing, so watch out for the trolls.
All right, yo, I'll holler at you. Peace. Man. Crazy. All right, listen, so I'm gonna have to head out because I gotta do a few things. Let me see. Let me try to get this one last call. EO, what's going on?
Yo, Mr. Locario, what's up?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, this is Justin from Houston, the guy that I was telling you about the party. The party about the Saturday night party.
I think so. You gotta remind me. So what happened with that?
Well, remember when I told you the girl asked me to the party, right? On Saturday.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. You were saying the girl at your job invited you to a party, and you were asking should you go because you trying to holler at her. So what happened?
So basically, I didn't get a chance to tell her I wasn't gonna go because we were too busy that day. So I didn't get a chance to tell her that out there, that I wasn't going to be able to go. Anyway, so after I got off, she told me she was going to be at this one spot. And I said, okay, I'll be there in a minute. And then told me she changed her mind that she's going to a different location. So I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and get in the shower, and I'll be there in a second. But one of my friends that was over there picked up my phone. I was in the shower, and he started like texting the chick, like telling her, "Oh, I don't want to waste my time. Why don't you come over, to the crib and all that shit?" So I'm like, I didn't know that he had my phone, so I got out the shower. I'm like, what the hell? So I looked at my phone. This dude wrote a whole article, telling her, man, I like you when I'm this and I'm that. I'm like, well, shit. Like, why you said that? Like,
wait, so
why do that?
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. So your roommate took your phone and started texting the chick a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. So now I was reading the text message, right, and he was like, I don't want to waste my time. You told me, you wanted me to come, to your birthday party. And she was like, yeah. And he was like, well, I don't want to waste my time. You with your crew, and I don't want to, if you want to come over and chill, you can. And I told him, I'm like, dude, why you wrote a whole article? Like,
and what did she respond to that? What did she say to that?
Basically, she was like, you know, okay, well, you know, that's cool. You know, you can come over if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And he responded like, yeah, but I don't want to waste my time. And she was like, no, you good if you don't want to come over. You good. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you do, and I don't care if you don't. It don't matter to me.
Mm.
And he was like, yeah, but you know, I want to chill, but I don't want to waste my time. And I'm like, dude, you made me look needy as fuck. So basically, after he said that, he was like, oh, well, since, you know, I'm not going to be coming over tonight, maybe we can, you know, maybe I can, repay you of taking you out to the movies. I'm like, I ain't taking that chick out to no damn movies. Like, why did you say that shit?
Yo, what's up with your boy, though? Like, why is he even taking your phone and doing this shit?
I don't know. I guess he thought that I wasn't, like, I don't know why he did that. I really don't get it. But I asked him, he was like, man, I just wanted to see what she was gonna say. I'm like, bro, like that's messed up. Like, why would you do that?
And so now, what's the situation now, though? What's happening now?
So right now, he was like, yeah. So after that, he was like, yeah. So since I'm not gonna be able to come over, he was like, maybe, you know, I could take you out to the movies. Or he was like, or, you know, I'm flexible, you know, whatever you want, you know, I'll take you. I'm like, man, you make me sound desperate as fuck, like.
And so my question is, what's the like the conclusion of this? What happened? Like, so what did she say?
She said, okay, cool. She was like, okay, cool. So right now, she said, okay, cool. And he was like, you know, whatever you want is up to you. Then at the end of the text, she said, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, well, damn, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I don't want to be awkward as fuck, you know, coming to work, and then she looking at me like, I wrote all that extra shit, and I didn't.
Yo, well, let's look, man. Like, you got to talk to your boy, and tell that motherfucker that he need to chill out. You feel what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And at this point, just if she trying to chill, just chill with her and then try to make something happen from there. If you still want to fuck with her, you know what I'm saying?
After that, I was just going to, you know, because it was like 3 days ago when that happened. So I was going to wait till like next week to hit up and say, hey, what's up? What you doing?
Mm.
You know, do you still want to chill or whatever?
Mm.
That's what I was going to do.
Dude, you gotta talk to your boy though, because that's like some goofy shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, bro, like that's some fucked up shit. Like, why would you do that?
Just when you look, when you see her, man, you know what I'm saying? And if she probably looking at you like you fucking crazy or something like that. But
yeah, I'm like, you made this whole article about how I don't want to waste my time. I'm like, bro, you making me look so needy.
They saying in the chat room, this is a 3-part series. This is a trilogy. You're gonna call back next week and let us know what happened. You feel what I'm saying? Oh man, that's funny. But yo, yeah. So if you see her and if she seemed like she cool and she, you know, because see now he put you in a position to where it's almost like you know, she gonna expect you to take her out and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I didn't even want to take her out because I'm like, okay, she texted me that she was going somewhere else, so she was interested in, you know, she wanted to see me that night. So I'm like, well, fuck.
Right.
Because the chicken ain't gonna text you back unless she's interested in you or unless she want to talk to you or chill with this. I'm like, I'm not really into it too much. I mean, that's how I see it. So I'm like, okay, well.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. It's look. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say, look, man. If you really still trying to get at this chick, and if you see that she's responding to you, you know, try to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? But if not, then you just keep that shit pushing. Charge him to the game. Charge your roommate to the game. And charge that chick to the game. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, the whole shit is just ridiculous. At this point, like this is some ridiculous ass shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, I just wanted to tell you an update of what happened, man. But I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to let you go. But you have a nice day,
man.
all right?
All right, bro, man. Keep us posted. Keep us on. Let us know part 3 when you call back. You feel me?
Yeah. Part 3 series.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, peace. All right, so listen, people, I got to get up out of here. Guys, make sure, again, to go to badboymembership.com to join the membership so you can hear and see the Truth About the Game seminar. Plus, you get all the other Bad Boy membership programs. Also, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you guys get that. Also, make sure that you guys go to Patreon and go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to join the Patreon. So let me shout out to all the people in the room. Shout out to AQI, SW247, Moving in Silence, Shaddy Ratty, Eastern Conversation, Elvis Rose. Shout out to Female Pimp for finally calling in. Shout out to my dude K Zaggin 20, J3, Dreaded P, Rob It Simple, African Scientist, Myth Twist. Who else we got up in here? Who else was up in the spot? Cario, Lichmore, Frank O. Who else was up in here? A Rush, Rob, Joe One. Who else? Takeem, shout out to you. P. Williams, shout out to Nez. Curve D, Fair Play, 7 The Gentleman, Dwayne Williams, Whiplash, Night Zoom Flight, Felipe Francisco. Man, a lot of you guys up in here today. I appreciate you chilling with your boy. I'm going to be doing another one maybe Wednesday, but definitely Friday. So I will holler at you guys later. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going.